Alhamdulillah, thumma salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala ahlihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'd. Fassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, today we are going to be discussing about Facebook ads. So, as a social media manager working with companies, one of the things you might need to run for them is Facebook ads. And just as we've explained, it's from the things that you can offer businesses in the sales combo package, such that you can help them boost their sales. So if you need to run these Facebook ads for business, whether it's professional or local businesses, the first thing you need to understand is that you need to know how it is run for the industry you are in. So for different industries, there are different ways they run their ads, and it's very necessary you actually make some research on how that is done. So for the research, you just need to go to YouTube. If you go to YouTube and just search any ad on Facebook, maybe real estate ads or how to run real estate ads on Facebook. So you'll see a lot of videos showing you how they set it up. So it's going to give you an idea of the strategies they use for that industry. So the same thing applies for local businesses. So, but inshallah, for the purpose of this training, we are going to be using the local business. So the technical aspect of it still remains similar. However, it's just always very good to just see what people in your industry are doing. So it's going to give you insight into what they are doing and what you too can do and how you can even make it better. So now that that is well understood, so we're going to go into the nitty gritty of the ads itself. Now, for our ads, it has some basic components. So whenever you want to run your ad, there are some basic components you need to put in place. And I thought it's good that we mention them and we explain them and how they are connected. So the very first thing is a page on Facebook. So you need a Facebook page with which you'll be running the ads. So this Facebook page is where the ads will be showing. So it's more like a place you host your Facebook ads. So you will need a Facebook page first before you can run any ads on Facebook. So and this Facebook page is going to be where your ads will be showing for people to be able to uh, interact with it. So now that that is understood, the second thing you'll be needing is an ad account. An ad account is more like a manager interface where you would set up the ads, where you would manage the ads. If you want to start the ad, if you want to stop the ad, if you want to edit the ad. So the place where you go to be able to do all of these things is called your ad account. Do you understand? So you'll be needing this account to be able to make all of these edits. So this ad account is different from your normal Facebook account. It's independent from it. So every Facebook account would always have an ad account associated with it, whether you use it or not. So I'm going to be showing you how to access your ad account on Facebook. So the last thing is what is called the landing page. So for the landing page, this is where you want those people that are interested in what you're advertising to them to go to explain more about what you have to offer. So when you display that ad to people on Facebook and they say that okay, they're interested in it, so you will need to build a landing page where maybe they will fill a form, or maybe you will tell them more about it and they will fill a form, or what have you. So but basically you will need a landing page where people would be interacting with what you have to offer and they'll be able to have a better understanding of it. So now that we understand these three components properly, then I'm now going to be going into the anatomy of a Facebook ad. We have about 7 elements in our Facebook ad. The very first one here is this one up here. You can see this V boutique here. So that is actually the name of the page. So this V boutique is the name of the page. This icon is more like the logo of the page. So you would have set the profile picture of the page. So and that is what will be showing here. And likewise, the name of your page is what is going to be showing here. So this sponsored means that it is what? It is an ad. So it's an ad. So thereafter we have the text. So this text is what is called the primary text. So it's more like your ad copy. The information that you have to tell people, that's word that you have to tell people about the offer or the product you are selling. So we have said a lot about ad copy in the past and copywriting. So this is where you are going to input whatever you were able to come up with your copywriting skills. Thereafter, we have the media. So this media can be in different formats. It can be carousel, it can be single image, it can be video. Do you understand? So wherever media format, whether it's image or video you want to use, this is where it's going to show regarding what you have to offer. So the next one here is the headline. So this headline is this text. So this headline is where you write the core thing you have to tell people about the offer. So in this case, you can see this one is about the post. Discover our new post collection. You can see. So thereafter, you have the description. So the description is where you talk, you say more about maybe brand messages or more about the offer itself briefly. So you can see offering on trend collections to choosy customers. You can see. So thereafter, you have the call to action. So this is a button. Whether what you want them to do is to shop or what you want them to do is to learn more, or whatever it is you want to have as your call to action button, this is where it's going to show. So you're going to be setting up everything, and I'm going to be showing you how we set it up. So the next one is your website URL. Your website URL is the address of the website you are taking them to. So in your case, it's going to be the landing page link. So that's going to be where you're going to put it, and it's going to display here. So the display link is the link you want it to display. But the display link has to always, if you want to use a display link, if you leave it blank, it will inherit it from the website URL. But if you decide to type anything, make sure that that display link is the same as your website URL. In the sense that, for example, if the actual website URL is maybe vboutique.com/1234 buy now, so you don't want it to show that /1234 buy now. So you will use that vboutique.com in the display link. So, or if you should use another URL other than the one here, it can affect your ads. So it's very essential we mention this. So now that we understand the anatomy of how our ads run, so the next thing is our ad setup itself. So how do you set up your ads? So your ads has what I'll call three levels. So the very first level is what is called the ad level. So the ad level is the level where you are going to set up all what we explained just before, whether it's your specific ad, whether it's image or video, all of those things, you set it up there. So when you have multiple ads, a combination of ads, that forms an ad set. You can see it can be more than three. This three is just for the purpose of analogy, and it can just be even one. It can be one, it can be two, it can be three, it can even be 10, it can be, do you understand? It can be a lot. So, but basically, the idea is a combination of ads form an ad set, and a combination of ad sets form a campaign. So that's the hierarchy. So you're going to be setting up different things on different levels. On the campaign level, when you're setting up your ads, on the ad set level, and on the ad level. So what we usually set up on the ad level are first the creative. The creative is the image, whether the image or the video, that's where you're going to choose it, or whether you even want to use an existing post, because you can actually post on your page and then use that post that you've made on your page to run ads. So whether it's that you also want to use, you can actually also use it. Then the next one is the ad copy. So for ad copy, this is the text, that text that I told you about, so that you use your copywriting skills. So this is what is called the ad copy. So it's under the ad level, you're going to set it up. And the last one is the links. That's the link to your landing page. So this is where you're going to also set it up. Now for the ad set level, the things you set up are the placement, the audience, the bidding, the budget, and conversion. So it's not compulsory you set up all of these things. There are some that you will need, there are some you might not need. So when we start setting up the ads, we are going to see everything. And the last one for is what's the objective on the campaign level. So for the campaign level too, you can actually even set the budget. So it's just basically for you to have a basic understanding of the structure. So I'll be able to know, okay, what is obtainable at different levels. So now that we understand all of this, we're now going to go on to set up our ads properly on Facebook. So I'll be going to Facebook now to show you everything I've explained to you in practice. So for us to create our Facebook page, we'll be needing some things. The very first thing we'll be needing is more like a profile image. So in your case, it's most likely to be maybe the logo of the company you're working with. Maybe in our case, we have a plumbing company. So it's more likely to be their logo. So if they don't have a logo, you can create one for them. You just need to come to Canva here and search for logo. So, okay, I've closed it. So this is the logo I created. You can see AMZ Plumber. I just searched for plumber logo. That's all. Second thing you'll be needing is what is called the banner. So the Facebook banner. So you also be needing that. So this is just one. So I just searched for, this is the place I searched for the plumber Facebook cover. That's all I searched. And I saw one that was okay. And I picked it. So you can see that there are a lot of them. If you look up here, you can see they have over 20,000 templates. So you have so numerous amounts to actually pick from here. So, and I just picked one. So, and the last thing is the actual ad creative, in our case, an image. So what I just did was I searched for plumber. It's like the network isn't going well. So I don't want us to waste time on that. So I searched for plumber flyer. So what you just need to do is search for flyers, and when you search for plumbing flyers, with that you'll be able to see similar designs to this. There are so many designs, and in my case, I searched for black man because a lot of them you see it that it's going to be white people that will be there. So you can just search for black man or black plumber. In my case, so if it's your case, maybe you are designing for electrician to be black electrician. So you just search for them, and when you are done searching for them, you would then insert them into the design. So once that is done, you just need to edit as little as possible. Most times you even see that the content there is already okay. So just edit as little as possible and ensure that it follows what you have in mind, and you go. So don't waste too much time on it. Also, when you want to run ads, it depends on your goal. So there are some times, we said we are going to be posting we're going to making posts for the brands. So sometimes if you see that a post is actually gaining engagement and a lot of people are liking it and they are showing engagement to it, you can actually boost that post so that it will cause far more engagement. So I'm going to be explaining the difference between the two because when you want to run an ad, you can choose to run the ad using a new post entirely, or you can choose to run it with an existing post. So that's basically it. So I've explained the cover and I've explained the ad creative. So I'm going to see how all of this is going to come to play. And the last one is the logo. So I've designed the logo and I've actually saved it on my system. So what we're going to do is we're going to start creating the ads. So the last time we did the social media management course, remember we actually linked it to GoHighLevel to be a posting for us automatically. So I wanted to show you how the posts went. So this is the Facebook account that I linked with it. So I want to show you so you can see that it has already been posting. So let me go down to the very beginning. So this was the one I posted first. I wrote classy and luxurious. You can remember 3 days ago. So you can see that it has started posting it. That same day it posted this. The same time it also posted, you can see 2 days ago. You can see it's published by lead connector. You can see this lead connector is actually Guai level. Lead connector is owned by Guai level. So the same thing here. You can see I did not post it myself. It was posted. You can see automatically. You can see. Can see. So the same thing applies for to you. So all you just need to you just create all the content for a month. And when you create all the content for a month, you set it up on Go High Level. If it's going to be posting on all their different social media platforms, it will post, and you don't need to do anything. So this is one of the very beautiful things about Go High Level. So sometimes you can even collect those social media jobs, and you just need to take it takes you just a few hours to actually make sure that all the posts are ready and they are already set. And once they are set, it will be posting it automatically for you. And they would see that you are doing a good job. You are not missing out on the post, and they will be very happy. So both sides will be happy. You are doing an easy job and getting good money for it. So now that that is properly understood, we're now going to go to another Facebook page where we are going to be creating everything afresh. So I'm going to be creating the page from the start so that we'll be able to see how the page is going to be created. So we'll create the page. Thereafter, we are going to now set up our ad account. And lastly, we are going to set up our landing page. You know, I said those are the three elements you will be needing. So the page, the ad account, and the landing page. So the first of them is the page, which is going to host our post, which we'll be using for our ads. So that's what we're going to first create now. So for us to create that, we're going to come down here because I can't see pages here. Sometimes, depending on how frequently you use it, you will see it. But in my case, I don't use it frequently. That's why it's not showing. But you can see it is down here. So this arrangement on the left side differs for each person. So if you don't see it up, all you just need to do is click on see more and you'd see the one that applies to you. So you click on pages. And what you want to do is you want to create a new profile or page. So, so this is what you want to create. Create this public page and you click on next. So you click on get started. So it's going to ask you for the name of your page. Now, for the name of your page, in our own case, it's AMZ Plumbing Service. It's all capitals. I don't like it to be no cap. Plumbing Services. So it's going to ask me for the category. It's plumbing. So plumbing service. Bio, it's optional. I can just say best plumbing service in Kubwa. I just want to use it. So most people they'll be want to be ranking for a specific area. So depending, so they would have told you what market they want to target, and you click on create. Now, depending on your Facebook account, sometimes you might click on this create and it will go through. Sometimes it won't go through. So if it goes through, fine. But if it doesn't go through, it's a bug from Facebook. Facebook will just tell you that you have created too many Facebook accounts, and as a result, you cannot create more. So if that happens to you, you don't need to be bothered. All you just need to do is to download VPN. So I usually use ZenMate VPN and it works for me. So you search for ZenMate Chrome extension. So once you search for it, it is this one that has Chrome Web Store we are interested in. So you click on it. So and what we want to do is we want to add it to our Chrome. So when you add it to your Chrome, you are going to select United States. And when you select United States, all you just need to do is come back here and refresh. The internet is a bit slow. I don't know why. Okay, add to Chrome, add extension. Okay. So it has been added. That's why we have removed from Chrome here. So I'll come here and I'll pin it. So once I click on it now, so I'm just doing it for the purpose of example. For those of us that um, don't know how to use it, so you just click on anywhere to continue. You just click. So it's going to choose a country. So you can change the country to any country you want. If you click on it, you can change it to United States, and you now turn it on. So you go back, doesn't so you click on it and it's turned on. You can see. So that's all. So in my case, I'm not using it, so I'll turn it off. So I'll go back. Then I can close this. So you can see ZenMate is currently turned off. So that's basically how you do it. So once you have your ZenMate turned on, you just come here again and refresh, and to take you to this next page. So it's going to ask you for your website. You're going to give them the website if they have a website. If they don't have, you can leave it blank. The same thing with their phone number. You're going to choose an appropriate phone number. If they don't have one, you can leave it blank. So the same thing with their email address. You input their email address, their address, and all of that. So the hours they are open, whether they are always open or open in selected hours or no hours available, you would do that, and then you click on next. So it's going to ask you for your profile picture. So the profile picture is the picture here, and it's also going to ask you for your cover photo. Your cover photo is this big one behind. So we're going to select profile picture. But in our case, the profile picture is going to be the logo. So I've worked on the logo in the past, so I'm just going to pick one of them. Let's see. I think this is fine. Uh, I want to change this. This doesn't look too okay. So let me let me delete it. So let's use this. Okay, so this is it. So the same thing applies. So for the banner, this is the one I designed and I clicked on it. So you can see that this has to do with plumbing repair service. So you can reposition it by dragging it here to this in this left. So you can see plumbing repair and service. Do you understand? So you can see. So that's it. So I can click on next. So it's going to ask you to connect your WhatsApp. For me, I'm not interested in this. I'll skip it. So you click on next. I click on done. So with that, we have the page set up. So let's leave this out. So this is the first thing we need to do. We need to set up our page. Now that we have our page set up, the very next thing we need to do is our landing page, is our ad account. So now that our page is set up, the next thing we need to do is create our ad account. So to do that, we're going to go back again to our Facebook account. So let's go to facebook.com. So when you're on your Facebook account, the thing you to this left, you want to click on Ads Manager. So you want to click on Ads Manager. So this Ads Manager is where you're going to be running ads, just as I've explained before. So you're just going to click on Ads Manager. So this is how the interface looks like. So this is the ads manager, and this is where we're going to create our ads. So the last thing we would need is our landing page. So our landing page is the place that we are going to be running the ads to. So that is whenever anybody clicks on our ad, it's going to take them to that landing page where they're going to input their information. So that's the last part of it. So for that landing page is basically what we explained in the funnel side of things in the last class. So I'm going to be putting you through all of that, and I'm going to be showing you that. And thereafter, we'll come back here and we'll set up our actual ads. Now for the landing page, I have it open here. So this is the landing page I designed. That plumber that I worked on yesterday. So I just edited it a bit and I came up with this landing page. So this is the form that we have on the landing page. So submit a request. So basically what we have there is the first name, last name, what number you should call, address, what plumbing needs they need. So for any niche you are working on, you would know what is best. So this one is what would you like to fix? Is it a new project, a repair, or both project and how soon they want to get started. So this is basically what the request is like. And what the idea is, whenever they submit that request, we will now call them and ask more information about that project, and we'll know if it's going to be worthwhile for them to embark on the project or for them to go to their place. So that's basically the system. So let me go back here. So this is the website, you can see. So this is the thank you page. You can see. Thank you for submitting your request. So we'll give you a call soon. So this is the thank you page. If we click on this, we can go to the actual landing page. So this is the landing page. So let me close this. You can see I've designed it. I changed this to just the logo and it was submit a request button. We'll be in touch in less than 60 seconds. Fill the form and we'll call you back in 60 seconds. I have a problem issue, submit a request and we'll have it all sorted out. Submit a request. So that's the idea. So I didn't change the image that is there by default, but in your case, you might need to change it to a more black image. Do you understand? Because our audience are African. So you can just search for black man or black plumber on Canva and you see quite a number of them. I can just replace them with this. So the whole of this one is one image, you can see. So you can replace it with just one image. Do you understand? So the next one is fill the form below to submit your request. So whenever they click any of these buttons, submit request, just like the way we did it before. Let me click on the preview link so we'll be able to see it properly. So preview. So whenever they click on the submit, it will take them to fill the form, whether this first one or this second one. Do you understand? So that's the idea behind the form. So this kind of form is what is called a short funnel. So you can see that it is basically little information and the next thing is the form. Do you understand? And we just have FAQ below it. So this is what is called a short funnel. So we have a medium length funnel whereby we have more information. Like for example, the actual template we're working with on this one is like a medium range funnel. So and the last one is the long funnel. That one is more than times three of the length of what we had before. I'm going to show you an example of how it looks now. For example, for the I intentionally didn't do the responsiveness of this website to just explain some concepts to you. So responsiveness basically means how a website will look on phone and how a website will look on desktop. So this icon here, desktop mode and mobile mode, would show you how the website you have designed will look on laptop and how it will look on phone. You know, when you design a website, if you leave it to be like that on phone, it will not be fine because some things might be too big, some things might be out of place. And that's why we do what is called responsiveness. Some of those things that might not look good on phone, we might actually even just turn them off. Some of those things look nice on that don't look nice on phone, maybe when we transfer it we can even redesign it, and when we redesign it we'll not now allow it to appear in the desktop side of things. So this is the concept of responsiveness. You can see the way this let me close this. You can see the way this website is on desktop mode. Let me now show you the mobile mode. So it's more like whenever you are done designing a website, so it's more like whenever you are done designing your website, what you want to do is you want to go to the mobile and actually redesign it. That's just the best mindset you should have. So with that, when you check your design, you will see that okay, some of the things that are in the desktop actually are in the mobile, while some things are not there that you have to actually just redo. So you should understand this concept. So don't just design for desktop, you should also design for mobile. And to design for mobile, all you need to do is click on this icon here. And once you click, you see that it has changed. You can see that this mobile mode, the old logo is what is there. Unlike this desktop mode, I've changed it. So it's possible for you to change it on desktop mode. And when you go to mobile mode, that logo has not yet changed. It means you have to come here again and you come and replace it under this image here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is what we are saying. So you would have to do it also to ensure that everything. I think this is not the image we used. I think this is the one we used. You can see to ensure that everything. Let me reduce the size to maybe 150, and I can centralize it like this. Let me increase it a bit to 250. Okay, this is fine. So do you understand? The same thing with the text. We will be in touch in less than 30 seconds. What is here? So I can select everything, copy, Control C, and I'll come here and I'll select it now and I'll paste it. You can see. You can see. So and that's how we are going to be keep on editing it. You can see this call to action. This is the default call us button that was there on the template. If I come here, you will see that I've changed it to what? Submit a request. You can see if I click on this button and I scroll down here, you can see this is it, submit a request. I can copy it. I'll come back to this mode and I'll scroll down and I'll paste it here. So one very important rule whenever you are making any design for mobile view is that the very first site, whenever they load it on their mobile, there must be a call to action button there. That is from the very first principles of marketing when you are designing. So the same thing applies here. It means that this button is too far. So we're going to duplicate it. And what we're going to do is we're going to drag it up. So we're still, okay, let me drag it up again. Okay, let me drag it up again. So this is it. So this is what I'm saying. So we drag it up like this. So that way, anyone that sees it would see this call to action and they can click on the button. It's from the very fundamental rules. So whenever we are done with all the edits, then you now what? You now save. So I just wanted to give you an idea and a better understanding of what responsiveness is and what it looks like and what you would have to do to be ensure that you have a very responsive website. So if anyone visits your website, whether on phone or on desktop, this is going to come out nice. So let's go back to our desktop and go back to what we're doing. So now if you connect a domain, it is going to be the domain that will be showing. So in this case, we don't have, this is not a domain is not connected to this landing page. So, and that's why we're going to be using this actual link here to run our ads. But in your own case, what you have to do is you would have connected a domain for whoever you're working with, and to be maybe amzplumber.com or amzplumber.com.ng or whatever it is that you would have bought for the person. So whatever domain you would have bought for him, you would have linked it and you'd have connected it. And it's that domain link you're going to be using. So how do you get that domain link that you will use as the actual one? You will come here. When you come here, you now click on this view page. So when you click on view page, it's going to show you this link. So it is this link you are going to copy that you're going to use. Do you understand? So it is this link that you're going to copy. So in your case too, if you have linked the domain, it is that domain that will be showing you. Do you understand? So that is that about this page. Do you understand? So now that we have all of those three components ready, our website is ready. The second thing is our Facebook page is ready, and also our ads manager is ready. Abby, so these are the three. Let me put them side by side. Let me put this here. One. We don't need this anymore. I'm done with my explanation with this. So let me put this here. Let me close this. And so just as I said, our Facebook page is ready. The second thing is our ads manager is ready, and our website is ready. Now that we have all of these three elements ready, then we'll now need to run our ads. But before we run our ads, there's something very essential that we need to understand, and it is what is called pixel. A pixel is a way with which Facebook communicates with your website. You know, whenever you're running ads on Facebook, people would come to your website and they will fill the form we have created. This form, you know, they will fill it. There's no way Facebook is going to know that they have filled this form except through what is called pixel. So what we are going to do is we are going to install that pixel on this our page, that's on our website. We are going to install it on our website so that whenever anybody comes to fill the form, it will tell Facebook that somebody has come to fill the form. And that way Facebook will be able to know that, okay, it is this kind of people that are actually coming to fill the form on this person's website, and it will be able to look for more people like that. Maybe the people that are coming to your page are people they are coming to your website are people that likes a specific thing. So it's going to look for more people that like that specific thing and are within maybe that age bracket, and it will be pushing it to them. And that way to keep learning those that like what you are offering and what you're offering till you have a predictable system whereby you can almost predict the amount you spend to get a specific amount of people. So just what I'm just trying to say is that we need to install a pixel. So how do we install a pixel? We're going to go back to our ads manager. However, this time we'll come to the left side of it and we're going to come to all tools. And what we want to go to is event manager. So you click on event manager. So this event manager is where you are going to be installing your pixel. So you click on continue. So it will load the event manager. It usually takes a while, but you just be patient, especially when it's the first time. So it will ask you to connect data. If it is the first time, you click on connect data, you click on web. Now, whenever you do this and you are having issue, you can see it's only allowing you to connect with app. Don't bother yourself, just cancel it. What you are not going to do is you are not going to go and create the ads anyway. When you try to create the ads, what will happen is that Facebook will automatically create that pixel for you. So you see what I'm saying now. So we'll go back again. Okay, let's go back to Ads Manager. I should have duplicated this. Let me duplicate it. So let me now go back, back. So once that one doesn't work for you, all you just need to do is come back here and just try to create your ads straight away. It won't give you any issue. Now, when you try to create the ads, it's going to automatically, just as I said, it's going to automatically create the pixel for you. Now, when we want to create ads, there are two types of ads you are going to be creating, especially for local businesses. So we are going to be creating the ads for lead, and we're going to be creating the ads for conversion. So there are two types. Let me click on create. You see what I'm saying better. So now, if you scroll down, you can create for leads. You can see for leads, you can create for sales. This sales is what I mean by conversion. You can see conversion. So sales usually from experience gives higher quality of people. However, leads gives lower quality, but you will need to test both of them for the industry you are working with, such that if you have a niche, for example, that okay, maybe sales is a bit expensive, but on the overall it's still more profitable, you will know which one you are going to want to stick with. So for how to run sales, we have done that sales ad. We have done the explanation on our e-commerce training. So you can always just check it out there. But for the purpose of this training, we're going to be setting it up for leads. So let me show you how you can access it. So if you go to allowdollars.ng, allowdollars.ng, and you come to all courses, you're going to see the e-commerce course. So this e-commerce version 1.0, if you click on it, this is the old course. But under this course, if you come to set up, so you see everything that has to do with pixel setup, add copy, and launching your campaign. So this launching your campaign is where we actually explained how to set up your ads. Do you understand? You can see. So, and if you come here to, this one has to do with how to create your ad copy, and this one has to do with how to set up your pixel and everything involved. So while this one has to do with funnel design, so you can go through all of the course and you find it very beneficial. So, but this is just for e-commerce, but it's similar to what we are setting up because it's still the same form. The whole setup is the same. So, but for the purpose of this one, we are going to be doing it for lead generation. So let's go back here. So I will click on leads. I will click on continue. So now it's going to ask us what we want to use. So in our case, we're going to choose manual. I'm going to click on continue. So now, just as I've explained before, we have ads, we have ad sets, and we have campaign. A combination of ads gives you an ad set, and a combination of ad sets give you a campaign. So these are the three levels. So in our case, you're going to rename as necessary. Do you understand? So in our case, we're going to just rename the campaign. So we just call the campaign plumbing leads. Or let me call it AMZ plumbing leads. AMZ plumbing leads. So this is it. So that's all you need to do on your campaign level. Just set up AMZ plumbing leads and that's all. Then you go to the ad set. So you choose website. It's going to tell you, and when you click on website, it's going to be sorted out. You can see, and you're going to change this to AMZ AMZ plumbing ad set. Do you understand? So let's close this for now, and then you're going to scroll down. So now it's going to ask, you can see this is what I'm saying. He said the pixel is required to publish and switch to different optimizations such as landing page views. So it's going to ask you to create a pixel. Do you understand? And that's because we don't have a pixel. You know, before when we went to Events Manager, we didn't send the pixel. So when we click on create pixel, it's going to create the pixel for us. So it's going to ask us what name do we want to call the pixel. So in our case, we're going to call the pixel AMZ plumbing service. So you can call it wherever you find comfortable. So this is what I want. So once I create it, it's going to ask me for the website. Do you understand? And I'm going to input the website. So in your case, it's going to be the actual website domain that you bought for them. But in our case, we already have this one from GoHighLevel, and that's what I'm just going to copy. And I'll go back here to my ads and I'll paste it. And I'll say check. So I need to check. Do you understand? So it's going to ask me that what partner do I want to use, whether it's Google Tag Manager or explore other options. I'll click explore other options. So it's going to ask me to either write a code now to make Pixel ready to use or return to creating your ad. So I will return to creating my ad. So we can always do that under Events Manager later. I'm going to show you how to do that. The way we went to Events Manager before, we're now going to go back there again when we are done with our ad setup to set up everything. So what we are going to do now, we're just going to click on return to creating ad. So now we have our pixel set up. So we'll now choose the pixel now. You can see it's now showing. And this is our pixel ID. This pixel ID, we're going to be needing it a lot. So it's good you bear that in mind. So we have selected it. So once that is done, it's going to ask us for the conversion event. So what does conversion event mean? It means that what is it you are interested in whenever what is it you are interested in for Facebook to optimize for, such that it will be that thing that Facebook will be looking at. That whenever anybody does this thing, it means that you have achieved your goal, and I'll be looking for more people that are doing that specific thing. So, and that's what we're going to be looking out for. So we click on this, and we scroll down, and we select submit application. So anybody that submits an application, we want Facebook to see them as people that have actually submitted the application and look for more people like that. So you click on submit application. So, and that's all we need to do. So by default, it's going to give us a default budget of 3,980. So we can leave that as is. So, and thereafter, we're going to go to the next step, which is the ads. So now for the starting date, you can actually schedule the ads to start running at a specific date and at a specific time. Do you understand? And you can set a time that you want the ads to stop running. So you can also do that. So if you want it to start maybe running by tomorrow, 19th, and maybe usually industry practice is that you actually start by 12 a.m. So you run it round for 12 for the whole of the day. So you can choose that too. So it will be 0000. So that's 12 a.m. in the night. So that's what most people usually recommend. So, and in our case for the location now, AMZ plumbing service is located in Abuja in Kubwa. So what we want to do is we want it to be running to people in Kubwa around Abuja, such that it is those people around him that will be seeing the ad, and it will be easier for him to make the delivery of the service. So depending on the nature of the business, you need to understand who they are trying to target. But in this case, we want to run the ads to people within that community, such that those people in the community would see their service and they'll be able to request for a service, and they can respond to them very fast and get their needs done. So in this case, we're not going to be running to the whole of Nigeria, and for that reason, we'll be editing it. So where we are going to be running to, search for Kubwa in our case. So depending on who you are, so this is Kubwa Abuja, you can see. So I think this is fine. It's 2 kilometers is fine. So just around Kubwa. So you can see, and that's all. So and once we are done setting that, so depending on who you are running it for, you would know what is appropriate for them. And if they can cover larger network, you just need to know. Maybe they can also cover say, and they can also cover wherever it is. So you would know, or they can cover Madala, Gwarimpa. So wherever it is they can cover, you would just list those locations and you would list it there. So once you have all of that filled in, so once you have that all set up for your clients, then the next one is to go to the ads level. So you now come to the ads. So for the ads, there are two ways to run the ads. You can just run the ads using a creative and you just upload the image straight away, or you can run the ads using a post. So you can run the ads using a post. So usually I recommend running the ads using a post. You first post it on the page and thereafter you now run the ads. So for some reasons, the first of the reasons is that when you run the ads as a post, it is easier for you to automate comments. So when people start commenting on the ads with GoHighLevel, you can automate it such that you can ask GoHighLevel to be responding to their comments. So maybe whenever anybody says I'm interested, or can you come to deliver my service, you can always have an automated response that you give to them that okay, definitely kindly click on this link to fill the form. Do you understand? And we'll call you back soonest or something like that. So it allows you to actually do some automations. But if you don't do that, you won't be able to do those automations. Another advantage of it is that when you have your ad account, if you have issues with your ad account, and your ad account gets disabled, you will still be able to access that post from another ad account and continue running ads for your clients. Unlike when you are running from just your from just this ad account, you might actually lose those posts that you have made. So basically, that's just those are the advantages. So you know what works, but we recommend you just actually create it as a post. So now, so we're just going to call this AMZ. AMZ. Well, let me make it caps. AMZ plumbing service. So So it's going to ask you for the page. It has taken this page automatically, and that works for us. So under this ad setup, if you click on create ad, it means that you are going to use an image that is manually uploaded. And if you want to use an existing post, you click on use existing post. Do you understand? So depending on what works for you, you can choose any of them. So I'm going to be showing you how to do the two of them now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go for the one that has to do with creating ad first, and I'll show you how to do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down here. So you make sure that it's under single image that is selected. Then you click on add media here. So when you click on add media, you click on add image, and thereafter you're going to choose the image. So you click on upload. So I'll choose the image. So this is it. Professional plumbing service in Kubwa. So it's very essential that when you're running for local businesses, you actually mention the area they're going to be serving. So when you are running it to those people and they see it, they will see that okay, this person is actually available in Kubwa. And it's going to actually prompt them to actually want to inquire that I saw that you're available in Kubwa, and they would start to know more. And people that are in Kubwa would like your business, they would follow your page, and they would wave with you. So you click on open, and it's going to be, you're going to have it here. So you can see. So you click on next, you select it, and you optimize it. You allow this. So then you make this one like this. So this is fine. And you click on next. And you click on done. So once you are done with it, so this is how the ad will look like. You can see this is how it will look like. So the last thing you want to do is you want to add your primary text. So your primary text, as we have explained that with everything looks. So all you just need to do is just input it. So for me, my ad copy, I've already written it here. So this ad copy, I use ChatGPT to generate it. So what the prompt I gave it is write an engaging ad copy for my plumbing service called AMZ, and we do this. So and go to this, and it's very nice. You can see. So this will be my. Sorry about that. Here, okay. This is my primary text. So I'll paste it. So you can see that it's already showing here. Transform your space with AMZ plumbing service. So Facebook itself will actually generate different copies for you. You can see. So you can choose the one you like. So you can say experience a transformation of your space with AMZ. We offer top notch. Do you understand? That's Facebook itself will create all of this. So you can select all. You can see, and or you can choose wherever works for you. And if you don't see anyone that you like, you can unselect it and you can click on generate more. Another thing you can do is, for example, the way I wrote this one, I can change it that okay, instead of this, it can be best plumbing service in Abuja. Best plumbing service in Kubwa. So if you type that, you see that it will generate ideas for you here too. You can say plumbing emergency, get the best service in Kubwa. You can see plumbing service issue can be reopened. We've got you covered with the best plumbing service in Kubwa. You can see, you can choose any of them, and you can ask it, okay, use everything. So I need to use everything for you. So it will be interchanging it as necessary. Do you understand? To see. So it has other suggestions. You can ask it to use all those other suggestions. So what it will do is that it's going to now be optimizing it for you based on what it thinks is actually best for your ad. So this is how you are going to set it up if you wanted to run a normal ad. And what you want to do is you choose the call to action, whether it's learn more. So for services like this, learn more is just fine. Do you understand? Learn more is just fine. Do you understand? So, and the last thing you're going to input here is your what? Your website. So you paste your website link. Oh, sorry, sorry, I have actually. So I'll copy it again. I'll come here and I'll paste it. So once you paste it, you'll see that you can see that I adjusted it. So, and the display link is the link you want to use, that you want it to show on your ad. So the last one is the display link. So this display link is the display link you want it to be showing. It's very essential that you understand this. If you are using the default GoHighLevel account and you're not using a domain for it, which is not professional, do you understand? Leave this blank. But if you are using a domain, you can write that domain name so that it will not just show, the way this one is showing app.gohighlevel.com, blah, 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 all of this, it will just be showing that, and it doesn't look professional. So what you want to do is you want to just write maybe your website, if the website name is maybe AMZ plumbingservice.com.ng. You just write that here, and that's what it will be showing for people instead of that. So that's basically all. So, and with that, you have set up your ads, and all you need to do is click publish. But bear in mind, we have not linked Facebook Pixel to our website. We've not done anything that has to be linking Facebook Pixel to our website, and that's what we're going to be doing after this. So this is how you're going to set it up if you wanted to set up the ad normally. That's if you just wanted to set up the ad and you didn't want to run and you didn't want to use a post. But if you wanted to use a post, what you would do is you come up here once again. So instead of create ad, you come here and you use what? Use existing post. So when you click on use existing post, you will need to select the post. So in my case, we've not posted anything on our Facebook page. So it means I'll have to create a post. So I'll click on create new page post. So it's going to ask what I want to use. So I'm going to select the image once again. So it's going to ask me what is it I want to say. So I'm going to use that my creative. So if you want to use this, you won't be able to use that Facebook's suggestion here while creating the post. So you might need to have worked on your creative. So I'll just copy this. So we just copy this. Copy. And we come to where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, yeah, this is it. So we paste it. So that's all. And we go click publish. So once it's published, you can see. So, and if you observe, those suggestions that came before will not be there again. You can see because the post already has everything that you need. So that's the difference. So, and the same thing applies when you are done. You click on publish. So those are the two things. So now, so it's telling us here. You can see whenever it gives you any red, don't be afraid. Just read it. The instruction is always there. So whenever it gives you an error, don't be afraid. Just read the error. You'll be able to get it. You're saying call to action required. So you're seeing that we have not set call to action and we have not inputted the URL. So we'll scroll down back again and we'll do that. So for the call to action, let me go back up, 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 up. Okay. So this is the URL. So this is going to be that page, the page it will be driving them to. Sorry about that. So I'll copy this and I'll paste the URL here. So that's why it's complaining. You can see that's gone. So you just need to read it and that's all. So it's asking for the call to action. So the call to action is here. You can see we've not added it. So we'll click on add and we'll click on learn more. It's going to ask us for the URL again. We paste it and we'll click on update post. You can see this is it. So this one should go away once it sees that. So basically what I'm just trying to say is that whatever errors it gives you, it's going to go away after a while. So the saying is verifying your changes. So after a while to go. So what I'm just trying to say basically is this is how you set up the ad. And once you are done setting it up, you are just going to publish it. So when you publish it, it's going to ask you for your number so that it will verify it. Let me see. I is Nigeria. I'm looking for IJKLMN. Okay. And okay, this is Nigeria 234. So I'm just going to input number. I'll click on next. So it's going to send a text message. I prefer WhatsApp. WhatsApp is usually more reliable. So let's send that. So it's going to send me a WhatsApp message. Now I'll verify it. Okay, it has arrived. Okay, I have it. Okay, so you submit it. So you can see it has confirmed it. So you click on done. So when it's done confirming, it's going to publish the ads. So Now, pending the time it publishes the ad, we will now go back to our events manager once more. The events manager we left, we refresh it, and this time you will see that we are going to have our data source there. Why? Because we have already created a pixel. So you can see overview, data source. So you can see we already have an account, and this is our pixel ID. You can see. So if you click on it, so it's going to show you your data source. You can see from the overview here. You can see. You can see that this was not what was showing before. So and if you click on this one, it's going to take you to your data source. You can see. So this is it. So it's going to ask you to continue with your pixel setup. You click on continue. So it's going to give you a code. So we click install code manually. That's what you're going to click on. So it's going to ask you to copy this code. Just click on copy code. We now go back to our GoHighLevel account. Where is it again? GoHighLevel. This, yes, this place. Remember I told you that there was a place under the settings where we will input the code. This heading tracking code. This is where you're going to paste it. It's just that simple. You scroll down and you save it. That's all. And you would have installed the pixel on your website. So it's not as if it's anything hard. That's all you need to do. And once it's installed, we are going to now test everything all through. So let's go back to our Facebook event manager. So we'll tell it that we are done. We'll continue. Continue. So and that's all. So the next thing we want to do is we want to check if that pixel that we said is installed is actually installed on our website. So we're going to go to the website now. So this is the website. Now, for you to test it, you need what is called Pixel Helper. It's an extension, and this is it. So you just need to search for Pixel Helper. We search for Pixel. Sorry, Helper Chrome extension. So this is it. If you click on it, so this is it. So you add to Chrome. But because I already have it, I don't need to add. So once you click on it, it will show here. And you can always pin it. So if you pin it, it's going to always be showing here. So you need to pin it. So if you click on it, you just click on this to pin it. So in my case, I don't need to pin this. So but anyone you want to pin, you can pin it. So in my case, my pixel up, you can see it's no more there. When I click on it, it's already there. So what it does is that whenever you go to any page, it will check if there's pixel, Facebook pixel on that page. So in my case now, I'm now going to go back to my website and I'll refresh it. You can see it's saying that what pixel is installed on this page. You can see that's why it's showing one. Metal Pixel Helper has access to this site, and if you click on it, you see that what this is the pixel. This is our pixel ID. You see it. This 26821. If you come here, you see that it is 26821. So it's the same pixel ID. So it means that it is properly installed on this page. And what is seen on this page is what page view. Now, what we want to do is that whenever this form is submitted, we want it to tell Facebook that what there's a submit application. So how do we do that? We're going to now go to our form. So on GoHighLevel. So this form on GoHighLevel, you now come to settings here. You go to options here, and you make sure you to ensure that what whenever on form submission, it is submit application that is there, because that's what we optimized for on our Facebook. So once that is done, we are good to go. So it just makes necessary you check that okay, this is done. So what you now do is now you now test if that is working. So you come here, do you understand? And you now try to fill the form. So I'm just going to try to fill the form quickly. Test one, test one, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Test one, test one, repair, immediately submit now. So you can see, awesome, we'll be in touch soon. So it has submitted the form. So that's all. So it's done submitting the form. So there's something that happened here, and is that it didn't take them to the thank you page. It just told them awesome, we'll be in touch soon. And that's not what I want it to do. What we planned is that you should go to thank you page, and that's because based on the setting of the when I was setting the page, I didn't remember to do that. So I'll come here and I'll click on this form, and I'll say that what. So when the button is clicked, it should tell them that what it should go to next step. Do you understand? It should go to the next step, which is the thank you page, and I'll save it. So that's the mistake I made there. So I'll go back again and I'll try it out to be sure it's working. This is the very important part. You must test everything, that everything is working as you expect it to do. Because it doesn't make sense that you'd have made all of this effort and someone will now want to try to do something and he will now be getting other than what is expected of him. So you will refresh it now. So I'll fill it again. Test one, test one. Okay. That's filled it automatically for me. I'll input test one, two, immediately, and I'll click on submit request. Now it's working as I want it to do. So it has taken me to the thank you page. And now I want to check if it's because it's now two. So you can see that it's going to tell Facebook that somebody viewed this page, and it's also going to tell Facebook that what somebody submitted what application. And that's what I want you to do. So I'm now going to go to my event manager now and go back and go and check again that did you actually see this. So I'll come to test events. And the essence of test events is to test if it has seen any activity. So this same URL, let me go back. This same URL of this page again, I'll go and test it from Facebook. Now I'm testing it from my website. I'll test it from Facebook. You can see. You can see it's already seen it. It has seen the page view. So if I come here now, because sometimes it will pick it automatically. So now it has picked it up automatically. It didn't wait for me to come and paste it. So what I'll just do now is I'll try to fill the form again. Test one. Repair immediately. Submit request. So this is also working as fine, and I'll come back. You can see it's saying that it saw page view for the first page, and it saw another page view, and it saw what submit application. You can see, so it has done what I wanted to do. So from Facebook and my website are communicating. That's what it means. Facebook is communicating to my website, and my website is communicating to Facebook. So now let's go back to our Facebook ads manager, and let's check. Let's close this here, so I'll be able to check our ads. So you can see that our ads is processing. You can see it's already processing our ads. Let's come to under columns. We'll come to setup. Let me search for setup. This setup. So you click on it. So what I want to do is that I want to preview the ad on Facebook, how it will look like. So I'll click on preview ad. So you can see we're doing a lot of testing. So the very first testing we did is the testing that has to do with, let me scroll down. So you can see this is my ad. I can see it. You can see it's telling me sponsored demo. It's telling me that this is not the real one, but just for you to know how people would see it. So this is how it will look. Do you understand? So, and what I'm going to do now is click on learn more. If I click on learn more, I want to confirm that when they click on learn more, what will happen is actually taking them to my page. Okay. And if I click on this and I fill the form, hope it's working. So you can see we're just testing a lot to ensure that everything is working as planned. This is very, very key. You must test what you have done. It is very essential. So you can see it's working, alhamdulillah. So if you go to events manager again, you should see that another form. You can see this is the second form submission. It has seen it, alhamdulillah. So this is, we have tested from Facebook. We have also tested from events manager, and we have also tested from our actual website. So our mind is at rest that our ad has properly been set up. So the question now comes, how will you know when they have submitted? How does your customer know when they have submitted so that they'll be able to call in real time? And that is one of the very powerful tools, powerful capabilities of GoHighLevel. And it's that if anyone submits, GoHighLevel has an application that they can install on their phone. When they install it, anytime anybody submits it, will send it like notification. The way you have Facebook, all these Facebook notification and different notification, it will send it to them on their phone, and immediately they'll know that this so person has actually filled the form, and they'll click on it and they can call the person right away. So this is very, very powerful. So I'm going to be showing you how to set this up. But before then, I want to show you how to access the form. If you just wanted to access the form alone. So if you go back here to GoHighLevel and you come to forms and you come to submissions, let's right click and open a new tab. So it's going to take us to all the form submissions that we have. And from there, we would see all the submissions that people have made. So this is it. So by default, it's going to show all the form submissions. You can see these are all the test one. You can see test one, test one, test one, test one, test one. You can see all the tests that I've done. If you click on any of them, to show you where it is from. Do you understand? To tell you what I chose, you can see I chose fix repair. You can see the phone number. So if it was a real customer, to show them, you can see to show them this. You can see. So, and if you want to select a specific form, if you select this Facebook lead form, you don't have anything under it. In our case, I think it was submit request or something, submit a request. So, and that's where we have this one. So in case you have many forms, and it's likely to happen like that because you will need to set up a GoHighLevel, the same websites you designed before. You just need to duplicate it again. The first one you can call it for lead ad, and the second one you can call it for conversion ad. So there will be two different forms. So the first form too, you can call it lead ad form. The second one you call it conversion ad form, so that you'll be checking the quality of both lead ad form and what conversion ad form. You'll be checking the quality. So when you are comparing, you know which one is more profitable for the business, and based on that, you now stick to the one that is most profitable for the business. For example, if lead ad form is bringing people that are giving you 20,000 naira deals, and the conversion ad form is giving people that will give you 500,000 naira deals or 1 million naira deals, which one will you want to stick with? Obviously, it's going to be conversion ad form. So we will need to know which one of them you will stick with based on their performance. So now that we understand this, the question is, how do we now install the app and how do we use the app that it will notify us? So for you to do that, the first thing you need to do is go to, if you are using iPhone, you go to App Store. If you are using Android phone, you go to Play Store. And all you need to do is search for lead connector. So when you search for lead connector, so if you search for lead connector, you would see it and you'll be able to download it. Let me see. Lead connector Play Store. So you can see it. This is it. So this is it. You can install this lead connector and you'll use it on your. Another one you can install is GoHighLevel. If you search for GoHighLevel, both of them are the same app from the same company. So however you like it. So depending on what works for you. If you don't want your clients to know that you're using GoHighLevel for them, sorry about that. GoHighLevel app Play Store. So if you don't want your clients to know you're using GoHighLevel for them, that's why you can actually use the lead connector. But both of them are the same app doing the same thing by the same company. But they know that people will want to resell their service for other people. So if you give them the lead connector, there's no way they can track it with GoHighLevel. So and if you give them the GoHighLevel, they know that it's GoHighLevel and they know you're reselling GoHighLevel to them and they don't mind, it's fine. So whichever of them you give to them, it will do the same job. So once you give it to them, all they need to do is just sign in with the login details and they are good to go. Just as I've said, the the ideal thing is that you should create a GoHighLevel account for each client. That is the professional thing. Imagine you are now creating one GoHighLevel, that your normal GoHighLevel, you are using it for 5 clients, and all of them are now receiving orders, and all of them you give them the same password, and all of those orders, all of them are receiving. You know, it's going to be mumbled up. So that's why it's the ideal thing. You're going to be collecting quite a lump sum. You're going to be collecting a lot of money from them. So giving out 30,000 for a whole year to ensure that you have a well organized system for your client and give them the best experience is not too much. So now that that is understood, the next thing we are going to do is, how does it send the notification? So for you to send notification, you have to make use of GoHighLevel's automations. So I'm going to be explaining two types of automation for you. The first automation is the automation that you use to automate that anytime anybody posts anything on the ad. Because when people start seeing your ads, some people will be saying, I'm interested. So you can actually tell GoHighLevel that GoHighLevel, anytime anybody says, I'm interested, I like it, or anything, give them this message. You can write a message that tell them to go to, oh, great. You can call the person, great, or thanks for showing interest in our services. Kindly go to this link to make and make a request. We're going to call you soonest. Do you understand? Or we're going to call you in a minute. So and you just tell them, and you can even set it that don't just only reply to their comments, also send them message on their Facebook account. So it will even send them message inside Facebook. So you can actually do all of that with GoHighLevel. So, but for you to be able to do that, obviously you will need to be linked with you link your GoHighLevel with your Facebook account, and I've shown you how to link different multiple social media accounts for that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. So we'll come to automation. So it's under automation, we'll set that automation. So the second one is the one that has to do with this notification. So we want GoHighLevel to be sending message to them in the app whenever anybody fills a form. Do you understand? So we're going to set up that automation too. So you come here and you click on create workflow. So if you click on select a recipe, it means that you want to use any of the default made workflows, which is automations. And if you click on start from scratch, it means you want to start from scratch. What we want to do is not complex. So I'm going to just use start from scratch. So, but you too can actually explore all of those automations yourself and just check it out, and you'd see a lot of beautiful insights there. So this is how the interface looks like. So it's nothing much. So the first thing is a trigger. So a trigger is basically what is that thing that will happen that will make them send this message or do this. So it's more like when this thing happen, do this. When this thing happen, do this. So the trigger is when this thing happen. What you want it to do is more like the action. So you have a trigger and you have the action. So those are the basic things you need to understand. So now we can first here you can rename it. So you can rename it. Let me call it notification. So you can just call it notification. So what you just do is you add a trigger. What is the trigger? Whenever they fill a form. Do you understand? So form. So whenever a form is submitted, you can see. So there are two ways around it. You can just say whenever any form is submitted, send me notification. That's one way. Another way is whenever you can say, I want it to be only a specific form that they will send message, however you like it. But if you want it to be a specific form, you have to use add filters, and you now select the specific form when the form is a specific out of your forms. So you can, in our case, the form is submit a request. So it means that it's only submit a request form I want. Do you understand? So depending on what works for you, but for me, I believe you don't need this filter. So any form that they submit, let it always send me a notification. So I'll say save. So I've added that trigger. So when they submit any form, I'll now click to add the action. What is the action I want it to do? Say it should send internal notification. So what internal notification means is like send me like a notification on my phone. So just say send internal notification. What is the type of notification it will send? It can send email, it can send SMS, but all of this would require some you to set up some other things. But for the notification, you don't need to set up anything, and it actually works. So you just click on notification. So to ask you for a title. So depending on what title, it's going to be the name of what you would show when they fill. So it can be new form or new client. It can be new client because your client will be seeing it. So or new plumbing service request, depending on what you or new request. New request looks fine. New request. So here, what is the message you want them to show? So it's going to be, we have a new request, or it can be hello, in this case, AMZ plumbing service. We have a new request. So you can enter and say, here are the details. Here are the details. So you say the name. I think those are the basic things we need. The name, the phone number. I think those are the major things. And what other name and phone number. So basically, yeah, details. This is the name, this is the phone number, maybe and the address. So just basic information. So this basic information, whenever they see the notification, if they click on it, they will see all the other things that they filled in the form. So for the name, you will need to use what is called custom values. So if you click on custom values, you choose contact and you say full name. That's the person's name. The same thing, phone number. You come custom values, you choose phone. So anybody that fills it is going to show the person's name and phone number, and you choose custom value and you choose full address. So you just choose all of these three. Let me see if I can make this bold. Control B. It's not bold. Okay, so this is it. So this is how it's going to show. So to say this is their name, this is their phone number, and this is their address. So you can just from there you can actually see the information and you do what you want to do. So whenever you click on this notification, what do you want it to do for you? Do you want it to take you into a conversation with them? Most of them is not likely to be a conversation. It's going to be most likely that it will take you to their contact, so that you'll be able to copy their phone number. Do you understand? So and that is all. So with this, you have set it up. That's the automation. So you save action. Oh, did we make any mistake? It said invalid input field. Okay, all user. I didn't select the user, so you should send it to all users and you save action. So and this is it. And once you are done, you can publish it and you click on save. So anytime anybody actually fills it, we are going to get a notification. And that's how you set the automation. So the last thing you want to do is about the one for the post. So and how do we do that? We go back again to our automations. So the first thing we need to do is to connect our Facebook account to it. You know, when we were doing our social media management, we connected our Facebook account from the marketing site. But now we have to actually integrate it. So we'll come under integration. Where is integration? Under settings, I think. Below here, settings. So we'll need to connect it under settings here. I will scroll to integrations. So these integrations. So under integration, we're now going to link our Facebook. You can see that we have Google My Business linked here. But we don't have Facebook linked. So you click on connect. So it's going to ask us that it wants to connect our Facebook account. You say continue. So I will link it with the Facebook account. Continue as moved in. So once you have your Facebook account linked, you'll be able to choose the page and we'll be able to proceed with the automation. So for this second one, it requires you to connect your Facebook account with it. So you click on this to select the page you want. So you have quite a number of pages here. So I think the page we were using that time was this, I think. So let's connect it. So you can see it's been connected. So now that we've connected this page, we'll now come back to our go back out of settings. I'll now go back to our automations now to create workflow, start from scratch. So we name it comment response. So this works for anything that requires you to respond to comments, and the kind of questions they're asking are similar. So you add. So in our case, our trigger is comment. Facebook comments. You can see it's now showing, and that's because we already have a page. So Facebook comments on a page post. So you can do the same thing for Instagram too. So it's going to tell you that okay, Facebook comments on the post. What page? You choose the page, this window and Martin. So and it's going to ask which post is a published post. Do you understand? And the post is what you select. It's going to ask which of the posts do I want, and I'll choose the post I want to use. Do you understand? I just want to pick one of them so that we'll just get an idea of what it is. So and that's all. So we save this trigger. So it means that whenever anyone comments on this post, we're going to respond to the comment. So what is it we want to do? We want to comment. So we want to reply to comment. So you click on this. So you want to reply to comment. So what reply do you want to do? So because of the way Facebook is, if you are sending this very same comment always, it's Facebook bot can tag it as spam. So what you want to do is you want to send different types of responses. So in our case, we are going to add a multiple number of responses that look similar. So you can say thank you. So you can say thank you. You can tag the person. Use a custom value. This thing is not showing to the top. Okay. Coming. So contact first name is okay. So in this, let's say thank you. Let's say his name is John. So it will input the person's name. Thank you, John, for your inquiry. I have sent a message to your inbox. Kindly check it out. So this is going to be the first response. I'll add another response. I can say great. For this second one, I'm going to give him the website link. Great. You put the person's name again. Control C. You paste it. Kindly visit this or kindly visit our website. Or kindly click this link. I think that is better. Click this link to learn more. And we're going to post the link of our website. So the link of our website is this link. So this is the thank you page. So we'll go back to the initial page. We'll copy this and we'll go back and we'll paste it. You can see I'm just trying to have different kind of responses. You can do like maybe 5. So let me just stop at 2 for the purpose of, but just try to be creative with it and come up with nice ones. The next thing you are going to do is you are going to like their comment. If you like their comment, Facebook is going to tell them that okay, so and so person actually liked your comment and they will want to go and check it. So let me copy this one because I'll be using it. So and I'll save the action. So the second action I also want to do, I'll add another action, is that you should send message to their DM. Send Facebook. Let me just Facebook Facebook interactive messenger. So it's going to send message. So reply via to comment via DM. So I'll paste this message. Great, kindly I can change it to awesome. Kindly click this link to tell me more. Or kindly fill kindly submit a request via this link and I'll contact you soonest. Kindly submit a request via this link and I'll contact you soonest. So this is fine. So, and if you want to attach anything, you can do that. So you can also provide. Let me just copy this. You can put the URL here and you add it so that it will load for him. Let's just so so the we can write the button submit a request. So the idea is that it's going to show them a submit a request button link. So and you put the link to it to be to your website. So kindly submit a request via this link and I'll show you and I'll respond to you. Or let's use this instead. Kindly submit a request by clicking the button below and I'll contact a request by clicking the button below and I'll contact you soonest. Okay. And I think this is fine. Okay, we have something that is nice. Also on this, kindly submit again. So and that's that. So and you save it. So you can see. So if they submit a request, that's the end. We don't need. And if their default times out and they don't do anything, we can send them another message. Can send them another message. So you can send them this message again. Click the link below to make an to submit a request. I'll call I'll call you back in less than a minute. Or click the button below. So this is it. So the same thing, I'll add another button. Make a request. Open website. And I'll put it again. So if it doesn't do it for if it doesn't click on it in 2 minutes, you can save it. So and that then we can leave it like that. So we publish it and we save. So that way, the idea is whenever they make a comment, we'll respond to their comment, we'll like their comment, we'll send them a message on Facebook, and we'll ask them to click on submit request. If they don't click on it after a while, we'll send them the message again to submit request, and we'll do that. So I want to edit this that you can say their contact name, trigger contact. You are yet to submit a request. I am eagerly waiting for you. Kindly click the button below. So this is it. So I would save the action. So this is it. So I will save it here. I think this is fine. So with this, these are the two setups you need to make. And once you set it up, you'll be able to get them to respond on autopilot. You don't need to respond to anything. Whenever you have your chats, your comments on, you can always respond that way. The same thing with whenever, for example, you run a post and you ask them to respond with something to get something. You can use this to maybe um respond with interested to get 50 your offer or something, a special offer. You can do it. So depending on how creative you are with it, you can be very creative with all of this. So this platform, GoHighLevel, gives you the ability to actually do a whole lot of things. So this is how you're going to be setting up your ads, and this is how you're going to be checking if everything is working fine. And once you are done setting up all of this, a good thing to do is to test it. So I want to test what we've done now. So what I'll do is I'll go to my Facebook now. So now I'll go to that page. Okay, it's still posting. You can see it's still posting. So I chose, let me see the post. Which post did I choose? When I was setting it up? Let me see. The trigger, the one I sent on the 18th. But let me just, another thing you can do is you can do it for all your posts on the page. You can delete it, and do it for your posts, but it's not the best. But in my case, I don't want to be lazy about this. This is too good to resist. What do you? So this is too good to resist. Okay, this one is too good, just too good to resist. What do you call a room full of cynical plumbers? A skeptic plan. Okay, so I want to comment. So I want to comment with lol now, and I'll send it. You can see it worked. It sent me a DM. Say, awesome, Muibdin. Kindly submit a request by clicking the button below, and I'll contact you soonest. You can see. And if I click submit a request, it's going to take me to the page. You'll see. You can see. Submit a request. So this is the automation worked. So this is what I wanted to test. You can see. So if I click on view comment, let me see. You can see. You can see this is the comment, lol. He said, great moved in. Kindly click on the link to learn more. So you can see. So both this first one and this second one, both of them are actually working. So this one where it sends the link and this other one. So you can see we have tested it. So just as I've said, whenever you do anything, make sure you test it to ensure that it is working before you do it, before you actually push it out there. So we have tested everything. Our Facebook ads is working. Our automations are working, and alhamdulillah, we are good to go. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses our efforts and it makes it better understood and said. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.